You are currently losing every battle you fight because you are reacting to every move your opponent makes. You think your anger is a shield, but it is actually a handle for people to pull you wherever they want. You believe that being loud or being aggressive is how you show strength, but all you are doing is showing everyone exactly where your buttons are. You are an emotional puppet. Someone says a word and you get angry. Someone cuts you off and you lose your focus. Someone insults you and you spend the next 3 hours crafting the perfect comeback. You are exhausted because you are constantly on the defensive, trying to protect an ego that is too fragile for the world you live in. But the truth is that the most dangerous person in the room isn't the one shouting. It is the one who is sitting in total silence, watching the chaos and refusing to be moved by it. This is the psychological pattern interrupt that most people never master. We are wired for reaction. When the world pushes, we push back. But this is exactly what your enemies want. They want you to react because a person in a state of reaction is a person who is predictable. When you are angry, your logic shuts down. When you are desperate for approval, your boundaries disappear. You are currently handing your power over to anyone who knows how to trigger you. You are suffering in your imagination far more than you are suffering in reality because you have made your peace of mind a secondary priority to your pride. But what if you stopped? What if the next time someone tried to bait you into an argument, you just looked at them with a calm indifference? That silence creates a vacuum that the other person cannot fill. It creates an information gap that makes them realize they have no power over you. Marcus Aurelius was the leader of the known world, and he was surrounded by people who wanted him dead or wanted his crown. He didn't survive by being the loudest person in the room. He survived by being the calmest. He understood that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. He realized that your mind is an inner citadel and it only has the doors you decide to build. If you let someone's comment ruin your day, you are the one who opened the door and invited the poison in. Marcus knew that if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. You have the power to revoke that estimate at any moment. Calm is not the absence of chaos. It is the mastery of it. It is the realization that no one can hurt you without your own consent. As the stakes get higher, you have to realize that this isn't just about winning an argument. It is about winning your life. If you cannot control your own mind, you cannot control your own future. Every time you lose your cool, you are leaking energy that should be used for your goals and your growth. You are trading your long-term success for a 3-second hit of temporary satisfaction from a witty remark or an angry outburst. This is a bad trade. The person who stays calm is the person who can see the board clearly. While everyone else is blinded by their own adrenaline, the calm person is calculating the next 10 moves. They are the ones who make the decisions while everyone else is just making noise. Think about the factual reality of your last conflict. Someone said something that wasn't true. That is the reality. The rest of the pain, the heart rate, the sweating, the days of overthinking was a narrative you constructed to hurt yourself. You are the one who decided that their opinion mattered more than your own reason. You are trying to prove your worth to people who haven't even proven their own character. This habit of seeking validation through reaction is what keeps you stuck in a cycle of weakness. You are trying to defend a version of yourself that doesn't even exist to them. They have already made up their mind. Your reaction doesn't change their mind, it only confirms their power over you. This is where the real psychological shift happens. You have to move from being a victim of the storm to being the center of it. When you feel that familiar surge of heat in your chest, you have to pause. Look at the situation like an outsider. Ask yourself if your character is dependent on this person's clarity. If you act with honesty and dignity, then your work is done. Their confusion is their burden to carry. You are responsible for your actions, but you are never responsible for their interpretation. At first, this will feel like a loss. Your brain will tell you that you are being weak by not fighting back. But real strength is the ability to walk away from a fight that doesn't serve you. Real strength is being unshaken while everyone else is falling apart. Imagine the focus you would have if your energy stayed within your own borders. You do not need to be understood by everyone to be a person of value. In fact, the more you understand yourself, the less you will care who gets it wrong. Real freedom is not being untouchable. Real freedom is being unshaken. It is knowing that the world can throw whatever noise it wants at you, but it cannot change the truth of who you are unless you let it. You are the only person who has to live with your conscience for the rest of your life, so make sure that is the only person you are trying to impress. The moment you stop reacting is the moment you finally become free. You are the one holding the strings now. You are the author of your response. If this conversation gave you the strength to stay calm today, it is because you are ready to protect the version of yourself you just discovered. This isn't just about a video, it is about a commitment to your own mental independence. If you want to stay grounded in this truth and keep building a mind that nothing can break, then walk this path with us. By staying connected, you are signaling to yourself that your peace is sacred and that you are done letting the world decide how you feel. You are stronger than the chaos.